The Indian naval ship INS Jalashwa, which reached Malé port in Maldives on 4th of June 2020 for her third trip under Operation Samudra Setu's Indian Navy's contribution to India's national effort to bring home our citizens from foreign shores by sea, embarked 700 Indian nationals on 5th of June 2020, and it even departed for our country late in the evening. During the embarkation, the ship was visited by Colonel Mohammed Salim, the commandant of Maldives Coast Guard. To get more in detail about this particular important news, let us begin with today's defense updates of 6th of June 2020. Before beginning, I would like to remind you that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. It is one-stop solution for you if you're going to prepare for various defense examinations including NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force, Airman Group X and Group Y. For all of the most and major important defense affairs, defense related examination content, you can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram. You can download our app from Google Play Store, which is very important, crucial, and it will be very helpful for you if you're preparing for these examinations. Beginning with the question of the day that I have posted on 5th of June 2020, that is yesterday, and the question was, what is IMTRAT and where is it located? In other words, what is IMTRAT and where it is located? The answer for this is IMTRAT is an abbreviation for Indian Military Training Team, and this is a training mission of Indian Army in Bhutan. So this is the flag of the Bhutanese Army, the Royal Bhutanese Army. IMTRAT is responsible for training of the personnel of Royal Bhutan Army and the Royal Bodyguard of Bhutan. It is the oldest training team sent outside India to a friendly foreign nation. IMTRAT is headquartered at Ha Dzong in western Bhutan. The office of the commandant was held by an officer of the rank of colonel but was later upgraded to brigadier. Currently, the commandant is a 2-star appointment, and Bhutan presently, this is very important one, please remember, Bhutan does not have a Minister of Defense. So the commandant of this particular one, IMTRAT, he acts as the informal advisor to the King of Bhutan, who is the Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Royal Bhutanese Army. Let us begin with today's important defense updates. And the first and foremost update is the 115th course of Army Cadet College in Dehradun. It conducted its graduation ceremony. 115th course of Army Cadet College in Dehradun on Friday, it conducted the graduation ceremony for its cadets amid the coronavirus pandemic. The completion of this particular training is a very stepping stone for the cadets to join the Indian Military Academy. To get in more detail, the Army Cadet College is that particular institution wherein which the soldiers are given training to become officers for the Indian Army, and those soldiers who are trained in the ACC will get inducted into the Indian Military Academy next for another year, and then they will be commissioned into the Indian Army as officers in the rank of officers. Going on with the next important one is China has appointed a new commander for troops overseeing the India border along the LOC. Lieutenant General Zhu Qiling, he has been appointed as the new commander for Western Theater Command. Remember this term, we call the Western Command, whereas the Chinese call it as the Western Theater Command for its ground forces. And before this, he reportedly served in the Eastern Theater Command. So he was serving in the Eastern Theater Command, and yesterday he was appointed as the commander very soon of the Western Theater Command. And this is very much before the talks between our country and the Chinese people and the Chinese dignitaries on that side. The People Liberation Army's Western Theater Command includes the ground force or Army, Navy, Air Force, Rocket Force. All of these are headed by General Zhou Zongqi. Going on with the next important update is, amidst tension on borders, Indian Air Force is building an emergency airstrip in Kashmir. This I have discussed yesterday. Today we will go a little bit more detail about what is happening. This is an emergency 3-kilometer long runway parallel to a stretch of Srinagar Jammu National Highway in southern Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is being conducted at a very fast pace. The work on the runway adjacent to the National Highway NH44 in Bijbehara area is going on at a war footing. On completion, it will serve as an alternate runway facility for fighter jets in case of any sort of emergency. Going on with the next important update is, Indian Air Force gears up to fly India's very important persons, VVIPs, Air India to co-pilot. What is this actually about, sir? The Indian Air Force is getting ready to fly India's top three dignitaries. Who are the top three dignitaries? They are the president, the vice president, and the prime minister. All of these. This is in wake of the very most important aircraft that is being built by the Boeing company for our country, and that is known as the Indian Air Force Air India 1. The name of the aircraft is Air India 1. This is a very important aircraft, and so far Indian Air Force sources have confirmed that 4 of the pilots have been trained. On the Indian Air Force sides, 4 pilots have been trained, and another group was in the process of getting trained when the COVID-19 outbreak halted the plans. 2 aircrafts that will now be flying the VVIPs are refurbished Boeing B777-300ER aircrafts. Okay, so according to all of these open source intelligence inputs, aircraft are not more than 2 to 3 years old and are a part of Air India fleet. These aircrafts were sent to Dallas in United States. Remember, they are sent to Dallas in United States for major procurement deals with the United States for a sort of military grade upgradation, and they are coming back, and all of the pilots of these particular aircrafts will be done by the Indian Air Force pilots, and the co-piloting will be done by the Air India pilots. All of the ground handling will be done by the Air India itself, not by the Indian Air Force. Going on with the next important update is about Operation Samudra Setu's INS Jalashwa. It departs for Malé for Tuticorin with 700 Indians embarked. During the embarkation, ship was visited by Colonel Mohammad Salim, the commandant of the Maldives Coast Guard. With this trip, Jalashwa will successfully bring back almost 2,700 citizens from Maldives and Sri Lanka to Indian shores under the broader umbrella of Indian government's Mission Vande Bharat. And if you go through various other media handles like Twitter, Instagram, Telegram of the SSB crack exams, we will be posting many other important, beautiful news. And every time the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force are under this particular very great mission, and they are using a very great hashtag known as Har Kaam Desh Ke Naam. This is a very important and a very great and brave initiative from all of our side. Now let us have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed, and the first and foremost question is, during the embarkation of 700 Indians from Malé port recently by INS Jalashwa, the ship was visited by the commandant of the Maldives Coast Guard. His name is Colonel Mohammad Salim. The name of that particular commandant is Colonel Mohammad Salim. Please do mention in the comments below who is actually Ibrahim Mohammad Suli, who is Major General Abdullah Shamal, and who is the Brigadier General Abdul Rahim Abdul Latif. All of these are a very great personalities in Maldives. Do mention in the comments. I will be very happy to see them. Going on with the next important question is, the ground handling of Air India 1 aircraft will be in the hands of what? It will be in the hands of only Air India, not in the hands of Indian Air Force. The next one is about the People's Liberation Army's Western Theatre Command, which includes the Ground Force, Army, Air Force, Rocket Forces, actually headed by whom? It is actually headed by the General Zhao Zongqi, according to the topics we have discussed. Next question is, Army Cadet College is located at which place? It is located at Dehradun. Now we have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is, what is the world's highest battlefield post? I didn't ask what is world's highest battlefield because everybody knows it is Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier is the world's highest battlefield, but I'm asking about what is the world's highest battlefield post. Okay, the answer for this I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Download our app from Google Play Store. Always do follow us on various other media handles. And last but not the least, stay home, stay safe, and Jai Hind.